Hello everyone, welcome back to Green Wings Migration YouTube channel. As usual, I'm your host, Eleonora, registered migration agent in Perth, Western Australia, and the agency I manage is Green Wings Migration. Today's topic is about expression of interest and skill visas, okay? So, if you've seen some of my previous videos, surely you know that work visas in Australia are mainly organized in the sponsorship stream and in the skill visa stream. And when you want to approach the skill visa options, you can choose between 189 skill independent, 190 and 491, which are the state and regional options. Now, the starting point of a skill visa pathway is an expression of interest. So it's when you express to the state your interest to be invited and considered for a certain visa, which is very different from a sponsorship where essentially whenever the criteria are met, you and the business apply for each individual step, and then somehow the visa will be granted if the department decides so. So slightly different approach in the skill visa sphere. Expression of interest, how many can you lodge? Actually, as many as you want. So you lodge one expression of interest for the visa 189, the skill independent, which is valid at federal level. And then you can lodge as many expression of interest as you want at state level. So potentially each state gives you at least 2 expression of interest options, sometimes even more. In saying so, you always need to check if the expression of interest you have lodged is actually eligible for that particular state or that particular stream. For example, if we consider Western Australia this year, they introduce a requirement that to be considered if you are onshore, you need to have been residing in WA for at least 3 months. So if you are in Australia, but in Queensland, for example, it's actually not recommendable to lodge an expression of interest in WA, because even if you get selected, you will not be able to receive an approval because you have not been in WA for the 3 months requirement before the nomination is issued. So you need to be extremely careful. 2 reasons. One, you increase your hopes for nothing if you are not actually eligible. And in case they issue an invitation, they issue it to you and they don't issue it to someone else who could have been eligible, okay? So you're actually doing a non-favor to another prospect migrant who has the same hopes as you have, right? So before lodging expression of interest, even acknowledging that it's possible to lodge multiple expression of interest, make sure that you read the selection criteria carefully. Make sure that you only lodge EOIs where you could potentially be successful. And if you are unsure, as usual, use the support of a migration agent or a migration lawyer who can assess all the different programs for you and recommend what's the best route to take. Okay. And once you have lodged your multiple expression of interest, what happens if you are selected for one? What is, let's say, the right thing to do with all the other expression of interest that you have lodged? Let's say the right thing to do, in my opinion, is as soon as you go through the different steps and you actually get to the point where you lodge a visa, you should withdraw the other expression of interest, or you should suspend them at least, so they will not be considered anymore. There is nothing against you, nothing happens against you if you don't do that, okay? But at the same time, if you do get selected for a second expression of interest, you are unlikely to follow through, because follow through and to apply for the other visa means to spend again the money for the 190 or the 491 visa for you and your family. And you cannot really withdraw the previously lodged visa and claim a refund saying, oh, I received a better opportunity from the government, okay? So my advice to everyone is, again, lodge as many expression of interest as possible. Obviously make sure that you are eligible for them, but then as soon as you receive an invitation for one, suspend the others and let other prospect migrants be hopefully successful, or at least as successful as you have been. This is my advice for you for today. If you have questions about your skill visa prospect of success, please send us an email at info@greenwingsmigration.com.au. If you want to put your question down below in the comment section, please feel free. We always get back to everybody. And if you need to book a consultation, please go to our website. You can choose between a consultation with me, my colleague Stefania, or my colleague Giang. We will be super happy to help you. Thank you so much.